Good evening. I set it up for words with stream on this team, on this time. Team, I can talk. So whenever, if there's more people that come in and chit chat, we'll play words on stream. Oh, whoopsie daisy. So what's everybody up to? I am hungry. I'm cooking. I'm just go get your salad wings. No. Hello, everybody. What's everybody up to? I need to quit smoking. You guys all ready for me to quit smoking? Are you scared? I'd be scared. What's everybody up to? We gonna play some games? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. Sí, señor. You're such a good baby, Miss Ginger. I live in such a beautiful place. There's Ginger chilling with mom. Huh, baby? Huh? Hit the like button, guys. Even though you're coming in and out, you guys can hit the like button. You guys are all so funny. Should I give Ginger a haircut before, or should I give Ginger a bath tonight, and then that way the haircut can wait? You want a bath? Bath? And drop the link? Okay. I was just messaging you back. Hey, girly. It's so weird now that it's in dark mode for me. It just doesn't look the same. Bomb chugga wow wow. Hi. Hi. What are you doing? Yeah, you got your blanket. You like soft things. Hey. Hello.
Hello.
So how you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So what were you gonna go try out? I was gonna end mine to go and join you.
I know. I was just gonna talk about that case with Samantha, but
Oh.
I'm still working out some kinks on how I want to do it. So,
Well,
because
you
I
should
don't
talk
want to
to.
like show my picture and I can't share my screen or anything. So,
Why can't you share your screen?
because I do it on my phone.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a laptop yet.
No.
I got it.
Soon. I got one. It just don't run good.
Yeah,
I
laptops
got
can be expensive.
I got like 8 of them actually.
I when I cleaned up the I found out I have a Dell one that doesn't work very well, and then I have another one too. So, we all have ones that don't work.
Yep. So I've got a guy who I'm thinking about taking all my laptops to him and say, here, you can have them all. Just fix me one jam up one. So, because I had a guy that gave me like 8 of them, but they all had broke screens.
Oh, okay.
So, and I mean, I'm wondering why he's got that many with broke screens.
Sounds like
Is
someone might have anger issues.
are either sticky fingers.
Yeah,
So I'm kind of scared to do anything with them.
yeah, because you don't know where they came from.
Yeah, because he had a bunch of stuff, just crazy. I don't know. He says he cleans out storage buildings. I know a lot of people do, but is he doing it legitly or is he just cleaning them out?
Right?
Because you got to know people, and I don't really know this dude. And
Yeah,
like, I don't know him, and he just give me all this random stuff.
that's kind of scary.
Yeah, so I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, otherwise, or are they used for? Are they stolen, or are they up on the up and up? You never know.
Right. And I mean, I'm always afraid. Look, okay. So check this out. Like, we know with all these cases that we cover, you can't wipe your phone. Stephen Stern showed us that. you know. Um, so if you buy a phone, say you buy a phone off of Marketplace, and you get home with your new iPhone and you checking it out, you get caught, and then say to go back and look at your history for something, and it's loaded down with child pornography,
Right.
or what if these laptops are full of, that shit scares me.
You never. Well, and people have like, and you're right. People have everything on their phones, like literally everything, and you never know if it's up on the up and up and everything else because, like you said, you could see something that's blatant, that's wrong, but there's so many things that you could see that you wouldn't think of anything like that happening, and it could be wrong.
hmm
Like so,
Yep.
someone could have looked up something, and you're
Look,
like,
they're in trouble if they ever go through my Google searches and
yeah. Oh, like there's time. That's what I'm saying. There's times on my Google searches because where I work at, like I'll look up, like could look up, like a cleaning product, or I could look up a security
or
number,
or how
or
long it takes a body to decompose.
yeah, yeah. Like what is that? What does it smell like when it smells like rotten egg? Like
Right.
like when you have bubbles coming out of the toilet? What's it about? Like, or there's a
Right.
smell coming out of the toilet. Like, there's all kinds of things that you can look up, and I could be like, what is going on? Like someone
hmm
there's can an animal survive underneath the house more than a week? Why, like, how did you get, what kind of animal goes underneath the house? Like, like I have things that people might go, huh? And
Right.
then on YouTube, someone asked me a question and I don't know the answer. I might go look it up, and it could be anything from pegging
Um,
to spit roast, or to cocks, or chickens. It could be how to
right.
choke. It could be almost anything underneath the sun. And so, because I know what it is. Everybody that's around me knows what it is, and it's all up on the up and up. But if someone saw it, they'd be like, "Why is she trying to choke a chicken? Why is she talking about?
Right.
Why is she talking about dead animals? What does
Uh,
what is she hiding from the rest of the world that we're not talking about? Like, like
yeah.
it could, like I said, it could be anywhere from sheets to live. Like,
We'll
what
have
is
to
a
tell them like it before they go through our phone. Look, we do true crime
yeah.
and a lot of it.
Well, and like on my search history on YouTube, like they might think that I'm a serial killer, because of what
right.
because of what I watch. They might go, she could be a serial killer because I watch
Yep.
like the Mystery Channel or the Misery Channel, or I watch like I watch some oddball channels
My
that like show
my daughter
arrest
my
records.
daughter
And
says I, my daughter says my mom listens to the ID channel day and night.
I do
She said, "Do
too.
you know what it's like when you're like scared of the dark and you wake up in the middle of the night and you hear, and she came after her with a knife."
Yeah,
And my daughter's like,
exactly.
"Mom, please."
Exactly. Like I used to like Snapped, Woman Scorned, like
hmm
Fear Thy Neighbor. Like I said, like like I go to sleep with Fear Thy Neighbor, and I'm like, yeah, like and people go, how can you sleep with that on? And I go,
I do too.
like I go, I just listen to it when I'm bored or whatever's going on. So I
And
totally
now
get
I
it.
don't have a life. It all revolves around YouTube. I watch YouTube 24/7. I never even go to a different channel.
Yeah.
Hardly
Well.
ever do I go to any other app except YouTube.
Oh, I'm the same way. Like I like when I like I think that the news is YouTube. Like I don't, something's going on YouTube. I'm like,
Yep.
what is
And I watch all these foreign programs. I watch like all these people in Taiwan. who like live in the mountains, and build their huts and stuff out of what you call it, poles. Can't even think of the name of it now. But yeah, they just they live off the land, and even though I can't understand them, I still watch them
yeah.
because I
What are
think
they
it's
called?
cool what they do.
Homestead housing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like homestead, but yeah, but it's like for very poor areas in Taiwan. Yeah, I love it though. I mean, and then volcanoes.
Oh, I watch it. I watch everything from Ickmail to true crime to
Hmm.
live, to live chasing. They still can't find that shooter, which is
I
scary.
know. I know. I was just watching Icamel.
Like and someone said they found the
The
shocking.
AR. Yeah, they found the AR in his car.
So he's not got a gun on. But that doesn't mean that he hasn't got another gun,
Right.
and that doesn't mean that he's not going to change his appearance now and
And I
start.
wonder why he ditched the weapon.
Because he doesn't. Well, that's not because he knows that it's hot. He knows that anybody like he can't pawn it. He can't do anything with it.
Right,
It's
but it
hot.
looks like he would want it in case he encountered anything else.
Well, it makes you wonder what he has
And
on him.
and then, can he unalive himself without it? You know?
Yeah,
Um,
it's downright scary.
yeah.
The fact that the number one there's the true crime rocket science, the number one Appalachian City, the one it says the true crime rocket science with 8K views, and it says Appalachian Shooting, the one clue we all missed. Like this kid is gonna go through a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And plus, I mean, and they're saying now that the mom called the school 30 minutes before the shooting, but said they got confused because there was a Colton Gray and a Colt Gray, and Colt Gray was new. Because, like I said, he hadn't even had time to figure out who he didn't like. So it's crazy. We watched some crazy stories on headlines,
That's the thing is he
headstones.
didn't. We didn't even.
Um,
Oh, I was listening to Headstones earlier. I was listening to it. Um,
was you?
when I was working, was it yesterday or today? Where she was talking about the um
Today we
all
was
the
talking about
different
MRI machines.
what?
At one point, she was talking about MRI machines today.
Oh, I didn't hear that today. It must have been yesterday.
Yes, where a woman was in an MRI machine and they turned it on and they forgot to take the wheelchair out of the room.
Oh no!
And the wheelchair slammed into the MRI machine. And they had this one girl on there said that she works for a hospital in Georgia, said they had an O2 tank, an oxygen tank that went right through theirs.
Wow!
And they said they had another incident where a cop was walking someone down the aisle and got close to the door of the MRI machine, and it caused his gun to go off.
Wow! No, I was looking yesterday when they were talking about that little girl that was in jail. That she would rather be in jail than be home. Like she would rather.
Oh, yeah. Where they found that 13-year-old that was missing
Yeah,
for like 2 weeks.
she was in jail.
And they found her in jail. It's like my thing is, okay, I know you don't have her prints and the name's not right, but you've got a missing person on file. Do you not see the picture?
Right.
You know? Like, I don't know. And what's going on with that child's home life that she'd rather be in jail
Yeah.
than to tell who she is?
Yeah.
Or what's going to happen in her home life when they find out what she's been doing, shoplifting. You know, because I'm gonna tell you, if I was shoplifting at 13, I would have stayed in jail too to keep from going home.
Yeah, I, I
I
hate to
ain't
say
gonna
it, but I
lie
agree
to
with
you.
you. I feel well. You know what I always say. This is what I always say, and it's so true. You know, it's like when someone asked me, "Would you rather have your dad behind you or a cop behind you?" And because and I said, "I'd rather have a cop behind me than my
Cop.
dad behind me, driving behind me the whole
Mm-hmm.
time." And they go, "Why do you say that?" I said, "Because if I make a wrong turn, or if I don't turn on my blinker, or if I've got a tail light out, or something's wrong with my car, if I'm speeding, whatever it might be." My dad is never going to let me forget it. Like, he is never going to let me get over it. But a cop will pull you over, give you a ticket, and say, "Have a nice day," and you never have to talk to him again.
My daddy was a firm believer in fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
And his motto was his children were never too old to get their butt whooped as long as God provided him with a 2x4.
Oh.
He said, outrun this bitch. You
No,
know?
my dad's bark is much more worse than his bite. Like, he'll say something, but
My,
like
I only
like there's
remember getting like 3 spankings my whole life, but I knew better.
Oh well, like I say, like if I look at my if I looked at my dad wrong one time because I gave him my evil eyes, and he looked right at me and said, "I
Mm.
made your eyes. I'm not scared of your eyes." And I went,
I was going to,
You're the only man in the whole entire world that can say that, Dad."
my dad used to say, I brought you in this world, honey. I will take you out.
Oh, I've told my kids that 1,000 times. Like,
I
I've said
used to
it.
too.
I said, "You do the time, or you do the crime, you do the time," and I'll be the first one to say, "You're in trouble, dude. Like, I'll love you to the world, till the end of the world and back. Like, you're my kid, but like, if you've done something wrong, you're paying the price. Like, that's it."
Exactly. Um, I mean, it's a story for another time, personal, but I mean, my son, I've had him arrested. I've had him arrested. But
Sometimes they
when
just
you
need.
when you mess up, when you mess up as severely as he did, you deserve to go to jail. I love my son to death, and I stand behind him today. I mean, I won't never disown him. I gave birth to him. He'll forever be my son, but that don't make me like what he's done in life, you know. And it won't make me accept it, and he knows it. And if it happened again tomorrow, I'd have no problem dialing 911 again. You know, it's just one of those things. But I am that mom who says that I would be like, hey, I got the shovel in the car. Let's go. You know?
Like, I would be the type of mom that would be like, what did you do? And we're going to figure this out. And if the cops need to be involved, we will go right over there. But we are not. We have no idea what's going on. If you guys didn't do it, we have no idea. We're just gonna give them our 2 cents and walk away. But jokingly, I like if I've told my kids many times, I'll bury that kid in the backyard. Like, I don't have a problem. Like, when it's a bully situation, I've said I can bury him in the backyard, and my kids be like, "Bury who?" I'm like, "Exactly."
Yup. Let me see.
See, they're playing Price is Right on another channel. CJ's playing Price is Right. How do you play Price is Right? I want to
I
know how to
know that
play.
would be fun. Trying to.
No one's chatting. No one wants to chat in my chat right now, and I don't know why. It's been the new thing the last couple of days. They all come in and
I
chat. Like,
haven't. I can't see how many people's in there.
one, I just thought there was two, and I said something, and then they ran away. They're just
Oh, okay.
nervous. I don't know why. Nope, there's just one. They're just listening to us chit chat. Hi, what number one that's in there? I did set it up for words on stream, so we can play that. How did PJ's live go good today with words on stream?
She didn't. She decided not to do it. She's got some stuff going on.
Oh,
So she's just kind of taking a day off, chilling. So, because I asked her earlier, I was like, "What time are you going live?" She's like, "I decided not to."
well,
She
I think that
decided not to last night because everybody was live.
well, and everybody's concentrating on that missing. Like I noticed when there's something going on that like everybody's concentrating on, they're
Well, you
they're
had you had Killshot live and Sway was live, and
so whatever happened between them two? Are they back friends again?
I, I, I don't know.
That's so sad because they were so close.
Yep.
How come no one comes in and chats anymore? I need to start doing something. I need to start doing stuff on my channel again. Also, it's summertime. Everybody's still, and all the kids just went back to school. They're doing homework. They got stuff going on. They're not paying attention to YouTube yet.
Right. Now though. Yeah, that's like mine. I want to start. I don't know. I gotta, like I said, I gotta get a computer though before I can do too much. I can do more once I get a computer. But we do need to check out some of them other games.
Yeah. And I guess the J Rod's still going after my shell, which I'm like, oh my lord. People need to they need to stop going after each other.
Hey,
It's like,
Stuart.
hey Stuart, how are you? Oh, my back is killing me.
I guess that was our one in chat.
Yeah.
Stuart
Hi.
got to see my girls last night going crazy.
I'm making that lasagna that I've been trying to make for like a week. I'm making it now because I'm like, I want to go get my salad too. I should just go get it.
Your daughter has an awesome voice. I said, thank you. A lot of years of course. I couldn't believe she let me record her last night because she never lets me record her. And she was in here acting like she was drunk or something last night. I'm like, y'all, I swear, she has not been drinking. But I'm like, she's like, I don't care. Thank you, Stuart.
Jingle, your daughter has an awesome voice. I'll have to go watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, she does. She has that voice for Hallelujah.
Oh, okay.
That high range. She's a soprano one. So, is that what it's called? Anyway, yeah.
I'm walking to my car to go get my salad. I'm like, I'm addicted to my salad right now. And I was like, why don't I just buy this stuff to have it at my house? But then I would just eat salad 24/7 because I'm addicted to it. So,
hey, but that's good for you.
I know. Come on.
And see, I like lettuce, but I swap out lettuce for spinach.
That's what I'm doing with my spinach. My salad has spinach.
I love my spinach salads. A lot of people think, oh, it's nasty, but it's really not. Spinach to me is
No,
like
I
a
love
lot
my
better than
spinach.
lettuce.
I love my spinach salad. And I put olives in mine. I put cheese in mine. I put mushrooms in mine. I put garbanzo beans in mine. And I put cherry tomatoes in mine. Like, and then I have other uh, 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 what are they called? Sunflower seed thing in mine. And I just love, if they had bacon bits, I'd put it in there. Like all of it in there. And then I just love it. It's like my go to right now.
Oh, Stuart, your girlfriend listened to Hannah singing Hallelujah. She hasn't done it, she said, in a long time, so it really stretched her voice last night. She's like, I'm trying to hit these notes, but I'm not trying to rip my vocal cords. But there she is. Hey, baby.
Hello. How are
Fizzy
you?
Grizzly. Yeah, that's my daughter. We were just talking about you.
Yes, and
Stuart
your voice.
said Stuart said his wife listened to you sing Hallelujah last night. I'm still shocked. I'm just in awe. I had to show her brother today. I'm like, look, can you believe she let me record her and put her on YouTube?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I
she
have to go. I'll have to go listen to it. Jingles,
she still
you'll have to
uh,
send me your link because I don't know if
okay.
I think I'm subscribed to you, but you haven't been coming up. So, and what happens is unless someone sends me a link, because I can't do it from here. Hi, Aqua. I can't always do it from here. Unless I go out, then I do all that stuff. So, so I have people send me their link, in PMs when they're all here all the time, and I go in and subscribe to it that way. So, hello,
Right.
Miss Aqua. I looked
Hello, Aqua.
ugly. I looked. I'm sure
Ugly,
you
she
did
said.
great. I'm going to get my salad, Aqua. I'm addicted to my salad. It's a problem.
Hey, you could have lots worse things to be addicted to.
Well, I'm also addicted to my Monterey Jack and chicken, um, like the rolls at 7-Eleven. Like I am so addicted to those things. So it's either my salad or those right now. It used to for a while, and I go, you love that salad. I know. I love that salad. It's a make your own, and I get to put everything in it that I want. I've thought about that. That's the one thing that like I used to love at Sizzler is like when you could go and get everything at Sizzler and have like salad, all you can eat salad,
Mm-hmm.
and you could just sit there and eat salad all day long. They don't have like they don't that I know of. They probably do, but I don't. Whereas all you can eat salad,
Well, see, we
but
have
you can
Golden
make.
Corral here, which is
Oh, okay.
like, and you can do your salad there.
Yeah, that's right. They do have those in Sac where I used to live.
And then we have what they call fried green tomato. It's like a southern buffet
I
in
want a
several of the counties
crouton
around
salad now.
us, and you can do um, salads of those. Look, my daughter's talking about a crouton salad. Ever since she was a baby, we would go to any restaurant, and I would order a salad and order her a bowl of croutons.
I
So
think
we'd
every
buy
parent's done it.
croutons and salad dressing and
Yep,
cheese.
yep. All right, I'm leaving you in the car for just a minute because I have to go inside and I lose service. So I'll be right back. You're in charge,
Okay, I
Jingles.
got this. I got this. So, how are you, Aqua? Are you doing good?
I'll be right back.
All right, girl.
Salad bowls are normally unlimited. Yep. All right.
I told her salads are good. Don't leave me in charge. Hey, I'm a good in charge person. Yeah, but Stuart, it's not on Fizzy's link, it's on my link. You'll have to send her my live from last night. Because I didn't link it. I didn't put it on her channel. I put it on mine. I'm good, Aqua. I'm really good. My daughter came down last night and made my day. and I hadn't seen her in a couple of weeks, and she surprised me like 10 o'clock last night. I go to walk out of my house, and her boyfriend, and her best friend's here, and they stayed till nearly 1 o'clock this morning. And I had a ball watching them kids on. Well, I recorded them on YouTube, but I had a ball watching them sing last night. You'll have to check it out, Aqua, if you hadn't already. Okay, I'll tell her you sent it to her. Stuart, I never did see you go live today. What am I doing, Mama? I am sitting here talking to all these lovely people in the audience. Probably about to play words when Meg gets back home. Because she said she already had the computer keyed up for it. I was going to go live. Oh, okay. I was going to go live and talk about Samantha. But Meg's was live, so I told her not to get off. I know, I hear Ginger. She's crying. Her mama went in the store. They're so pitiful. She says, "Come back, Mama. Come back. You gonna play with us? You can text Randy and Randy can play." We play the word game and we play match. There's some people, though, that don't like to play match, so we usually play words. Aqua don't like match, and Stuart doesn't like match. So, and match is really hard to play unless you have it playing on your computer or if you have it playing on your TV where you can see it, like I do. So where's Draco? Oh, Ginger. Mama had to go get her a salad. Outside. Thank you for coming to see me last night. That's true. That's true, Aqua. It does require all of your attention. It makes me so mad because it never fails when I go to play. Everybody wants to come in. And like my son, and then they want to get loud. And I'm like, look, if y'all want to talk, start picking matches. I wanted to see you too. Did you call did you put in for your med? Ginger. I wonder if she can hear me.
Yes, I do. I hear you. Yes, I do. Hi, I'm back. You're level 20 now?
Okay. Yeah, you can still do it.
Hi. Hi.
Ginger was crying.
Because I had to go inside, and she goes, Mom left me to go inside and left me in the car. You can't have my salad. That's salad. You don't like salad. You're not a fan of it. It's not anything you would ever want. Ginger, you don't get it. No.
Right.
And I put hard boiled eggs in my salad. I mean, my salad is like a party in itself.
Yeah, she cried the whole time. I was like, Ginger.
You were crying right the whole time because I rolled up because she could see me walking in and she could see me. Oh, because she could see me in the store. So she's like, Mom is not here with me. She's in there. And I'm stuck out here in the car. But you got to sit with the windows down and you had the car going. You had the AC on when it's 68 degrees outside. You were perfectly fine. No one, the car was even on still. I never even turned off the car. I always think if someone's gonna steal my car, I'd rather have them steal it and like leave it down the end of the road, and I'd find it later.
Right.
Like if they're gonna steal my car, just steal it and then bring it back. Like if I don't need it, like you can bring it back to me when you're ready.
She was really not happy. You was not with her. She was complaining.
Well,
Hannah, yes, you can still do it.
Did you see what did she say?
She's wanting to know because she still called the pharmacy this late, or get on the app and order her medicine. And,
yeah, you can still do it on an app and order it.
Yeah.
That's why it's called an app. You can order it whenever.
And then I guess she went shopping today at Sam's Club with her sister-in-law and the babies.
Were you complaining the whole time because you were not with me?
But yes, ma'am.
She's not spoiled at all. I'm new into the adulting stuff. Let me tell you, it's overrated when you start to adult. Like there's days where I don't want to adult. I want to go back to being 5, and I want to go and I want to say I don't have a care in the world, and I want to go and play. I want to go play all the games at the arcade. There's many times where that adulting is very overrated. It is not. It's not. No.
Well, it's like somebody said they wouldn't go to grandma's because it was a kids channel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but Words on Stream is mostly adults. There's really not any children that come in there.
I think it's just like, so I know who said that, and I think it's because that's Headstone. And then she said it's awkward. I gave it 1 star. I give it 1 star. Adulting. Adulting does suck. Like, like I said, I want to go play at the circus. They have the circuses in town, and I'd much rather be over there than working all day. Like,
right?
Like, I would much rather be playing with animals. Jingles, would you be okay if you could drop? Would it be okay if you could drop my link? Stuart, go ahead and drop your own link. You've dropped everybody else's. It's not letting me order it.
Okay, we'll figure it out tomorrow. Yeah, because when I'm on StreamYard, I don't know how to get out to get everybody's links and then get back in when I'm on, when I'm in StreamYard.
Stuart can drop his own link.
Yeah, when I'm in the chat, it's easy for me to.
But everybody there's only 4 people here, and they've already subbed to you. I'm sure. I'm so happy, and then I have my salad and my lasagna for tonight for dinner. I'm so excited. I'm cooking the lasagna as we speak, and now I'm gonna have my salad. And this is like I'm having problems because I changed my medication, and I constantly am thinking of food right now. Like that's all I'm thinking about is food, and so that's why I'm trying to go for the salad stuff now, is so that I won't think about food. Trying to curb the hunger all the time. Mama, you need to make lasagna and chips. Good. Mama, you need to make our lasagna. Oh, she's missing your home cooking.
She knows Mama can cook. So I take my ground beef.
Yeah.
And I take pepperoni.
Yeah.
And I chop it up and put it in my ground beef as it's frying with bell peppers and onions to make my sauce.
You are so cute.
And so then I layer it my
Oh, I gotcha.
noodles.
I gotcha. Oh, the side scratch. The side
But
scratch. Oh, yeah. Okay.
everybody loves the pepperoni in it.
There you go.
And
She's
I
our.
don't use ricotta cheese or cottage
Uh,
cheese because I don't like either one. So
yeah. Run it out, Miss Ginger. Run it out. She's like, I'm out of the car now. I get to run.
you don't eat salads, Aqua? Look, I'm still in shock that Grandma is a carnivore and don't eat no vegetables.
I know. I can't imagine that. Like, I mean, I can.
I,
I would like to
I,
live that diet, but yeah, I think I'd be about 5,000
I,
pounds.
right? I would think.
Come on, Miss Ginger.
I don't know.
But whatever, if it's working for her, good. If it's
You
helping her,
only eat tomatoes? That's my something red. So my doctor told me to do white meat chicken only. I mean, white meat only. So like chicken and turkey
you happy? Did you get to go outside?
and a lot of vegetables and to always make sure I put something red on my plate.
I can taste it.
She says she can taste the earth in them.
Stop
Okay.
it. Mm. Well, you don't
So
want salad.
so Hannah likes tomato
Stop.
sandwiches, but she only likes them if I make them because I cover my tomato sandwiches like in a quarter inch of black pepper.
Oh,
And I don't know why I like a little bit of tomato with my black pepper sandwich, but it's always the way I eat it. But she takes it a step further. She's like, "Mama, you gotta take a bite out of it. It don't taste right unless you make it and you take a bite out of it. Then
oh.
it's so good." I said, "Well," Uncle said, "That sounds yummy." I love tomato sandwiches, but gotta have a lot of black pepper. And that's the only thing that I put black pepper, like that much black pepper on. I like my black pepper, but it's only tomato sandwiches. Oh, she says my food's always better.
Oh, if someone makes it, it's always better.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime someone makes food, it's always better than what you can do.
Yeah, she wants me to make it and taste it and then give it to her.
I think she's just testing to make sure you didn't poison her.
Right? Maybe. Is that what you're doing, Hannah? Are you making sure that your food's safe? Oh, I add love to it. Hey, Kasuma.
Akazuma.
Yeah, I always tell her she got to add that secret ingredient, love. She says she does it that way. I have it the perfect way.
Oh.
What's
You
your
think those
favorite thing
daughters
for
in
me
chat?
to cook?
That's
Do
Jingo's
what?
daughter. It's
Oh,
in chat.
yeah, Fizzy. What's your favorite thing for me to cook, Hannah? She has different things for different times, though. Oh, so many things. If she ever gets sick, she wants to come home and eat chicken and dumplings.
Chicken and what?
Chicken and dumplings?
I thought you said earthworms the first time because I was chewing it. That does not sound good.
No, chicken and dumplings. Which was always my thing, too. If I ever felt sick, I called my mama and say, I want chicken and dumplings, Mama. I don't feel good. I still do that to her. Yes, with big dumplings. Yep, she likes the big dumplings. Everybody in the house likes different sizes, so we just do them all sizes. I don't make the dumplings. I just dump a whole bowl of stuff in there and stir it up.
I've never had a dumpling. I don't think.
It's kind of it's a boiled biscuit.
Oh, I have had them. I don't like them. I don't like the texture.
Yeah. Granny spoils us a little too much. Yes, she does. Yeah, my aunt never would eat them. She said, "You're not
Okay,
supposed to boil biscuits." Okay. See you in a few, Aqua. My aunt, she was real funny. She wouldn't eat boiled biscuits, as she called them, and she wouldn't eat rice because she said it looks like a plate full of, you know.
your daughter's gonna leave the stream hungry.
Look, she's like, speaking of that, now I want some biscuits and gravy.
Yep.
You know, I've not had a biscuit since they told me I had cirrhosis of the liver.
You can't have biscuits because so why can't you have that?
So you're supposed to watch everything you eat. Like, it's supposed to be like whole grains and not, you know, refined flour. Like,
Oh, I see.
yeah. Do we have some on your birthday? Was that, did I know I had cirrhosis of the liver then, though? I can't remember that far back. I know I've had cornbread a couple of times, but I've been trying to limit my bread, and I have lost 10 pounds.
Good.
So
I need to lose about 50 pounds.
yeah, I need to lose 100, about 80, and I would be okay. But 100, and I would be perfect.
If I could
And I
lose
said,
100, I would lose 100. I'll settle for. I'll settle for. Well, no, 100. I wouldn't want to lose 100. I'd want to lose about 75
yeah,
in total.
right. That's about me. Because anything under that, and I start looking sickly.
Yeah.
I'm not a small person. Like, I'm not small built, you know, I'm not meant to
Yeah.
be skinny. I'm meant to be like a size 10, 12, you know, and that's, yeah, anything under that, and people will really be thinking I'm on some drugs or something.
Yeah. I'd like to be a size 8 to 10 as opposed to 10 to 12
Yeah, well,
in my dreams.
the last time I seen a size 8, I was 16 years old. 17 years old and pregnant with my first child.
Wow.
We have a linebacker built.
Yep.
And I got no ass at all.
Me too.
My back is flat. Like, it's crazy. Yes, we do have wide rib cages and broad shoulders.
Broad shoulders. I'm built like a football player. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have the barrel chest and everything else.
I was small until I was like 8 years old. like tiny. I don't know how my mama, like this day and time, they lock up mamas for kids being this small. I was 26 pounds when I started kindergarten.
And that's about, well, I mean,
My daughter weighed 26 pounds at like 3.
yeah.
You know, now if your child's 26 pounds going into school, you know, defects be coming out on you. But it wasn't because we didn't eat. We ate. We ran a lot. You know, we
Yeah.
lived in the woods and we didn't have those cellular devices in our hands and no computers. And the only cartoons we got to watch was on Saturday morning.
Yep. My dad used to tell me, if you're bored, I'll find something for you to do. We never said we were bored.
Hell no. And I used to didn't make no sense. I could get up and get on the phone in the middle of the night. As soon as I pick it up and say, hey, my daddy say, girl, you better hang that phone up. It make no sense. I get up, say I'm bored, and I get up and I decide to clean the kitchen from top to bottom. Be banging pots and pans around. That man never get up out of bed at all. I say, how does that wake you up? But me whispering on the phone does. He said, I know you're doing something productive. It's when you up to no good that I hear you.
Someone wants 1,300 for the car. Your daughter's saying.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's wrecked, but I don't know. It's still a nice vehicle, though.
What kind of car is it?
What kind is it, Anna? It's one of those square-looking body SUVs, minivan stock, a Scion.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the square shape. I don't like feeling like I'm on a short bus. And that's what they remind me of, a little short bus. Miniature short bus. It was just a bad car for them. Her boyfriend got it and drove it down here for the first time, wrecked it.
Oh, bummer.
And then he fixed it enough, he got it home, drove it through town, and rear-ended somebody.
Bummer.
Got it out and put it back on the road and rear-ended someone else. And I'm like,
No, it sounds like not a car for you.
I told my daughter, I said, Lord, he needs to learn how to drive, and he's driving your vehicle all over the place. He's like, that car's just been bad luck to me ever since I got it.
I was gonna say, it sounds like a bad luck car to me. Oh, my salads are all gone. I loved it.
He didn't drive it a total of altogether probably a week, you know, and wrecked it 3 times. Oh, I know you love your car.
What kind of car does she have?
She has a Nissan Century. This Century. Yeah, Nissan Century. It looked pretty much brand new when she got it, like inside, and the dogs messed it up a little bit now, but
Nissan Sentra. Nice.
oh, I hope it ain't making a ticking sound again. We just spent $3,400 to have a transmission put in.
But it's making that ticking. It needs oil. It was making a ticking sound.
That's what it was doing when that transmission went out. But yeah, you do need to check your oil. We still need to check it.
We
Sometimes
just.
you.
I've
Okay.
been checking it. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're just moms trying to help you out there, honey.
Right.
We're
I
giving. We're
look.
giving you all the.
My dad was a particular person. Like we wasn't allowed to get our driver's license until we knew how to change a tire and check our own oil, and transmission fluid. My dad said, if you can't change your own tire and check your own fluids in your car, you don't have no business driving. And I mean, it's true though, because I've had to change a few tires before. Well, I've been pretty lucky. Every time I've needed to change a tire, as I'm getting the stuff out, somebody stops to change it for me. Oh, Meg's kicked herself out. She left me in charge again. Right? I mean, your mama's halfway decent mechanic. I knew a lot more than your daddy did.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I somehow made my screen go sideways, and of course, I hit the other button to go back to like fix it and kick me out.
You know, I'm so bad with that StreamYard. Like, I'm scared to click buttons on it because I'm bad to hit that done button, and when I do, it throws me out every time. And so
Oh,
I'm always scared to touch something because I'm scared it's going to throw me out.
well, now they've made dark mode on my StreamYard, and they gave me another button that says recordings, which I don't know what is. So I'm scared because I'm not used to it now. Like I'm used to it being white, but now it's dark.
Yeah, I seen that a while ago. It says recordings.
Yeah, I just got it. It was the update that my app just updated, I guess. So I just got it like 2 days ago.
Yeah, so it says chats, comments, and recording.
Mine says comments, banners, brand, recording. Then I don't know what recording is.
It says recording hasn't started. Please stay in the studio after the show to finish uploading your recording.
I don't know what you'd be. Well, I didn't have a daddy good thing. Y'all taught me. Oh,
Hey, I love to work on cars, so um, Anna, I asked you
oh.
last night. You better get it done. We gotta have you graduate in January. She fucked around and found out last year. She got that bad case of senioritis.
Mm-hmm.
Look, this child went all the way through her school years. She's never failed a grade until her senior year.
It's I didn't honestly that was a minimum requirement in my house. My household, you had to graduate high school. My son, literally, we did not know he was graduating until like an hour before he graduated. He passed with the minimum. Like,
Yeah, that's what we waited on. We waited down to the last, like, everybody's asking us, are we going to graduation? We don't know yet. We don't know yet. And her dad got so mad because he lives in Michigan. We're in Georgia. And so it's like 17 hours away. And he's like, well, if you don't graduate in June, then I'm not coming at all. I said, it's all right, Anna. Your daddy can be an ass. We'll be there. Like, how can you just tell her, oh, well, if you don't graduate this date, I'm just not even going to come to your graduation. He said, I won't have the money. Well, if you're going to have the money in June, can't you put it up till December?
Right.
I mean, looks like in December you could possibly have more money when you come down. He makes me so mad. I'm sorry. He went up there. He went to Michigan for 2 weeks to spend with his daughter. He told Hannah, he said, I'll be back in 2 weeks. He got her that weekend. And he's like, I'm leaving such and such day. I'll be gone 2 weeks. She didn't see him for 2 years. He didn't come back.
Bummer.
Yep. He just left. And she was a daddy's girl. Like, she was not a mama's girl. She was a daddy's girl.
And he
she
just
called
left.
us.
And he just left
Yeah.
and he never came
Yeah.
home.
Just left. Yeah. I mean, not me. We wasn't together, but I mean, he just upped and left her.
I'm so sorry. His loss. Yep.
Yep. That's what I've told him. It's your loss. And then they're like, she don't look when she does go up there. He's like, you're always on the phone with your mama. You don't call me like that. I don't talk to you like that. She's like, Dad, because you don't call me. My mom calls me every day.
I call my mom. I go in phases where I call my mom every single day. And then like when nothing's going on, I won't call her for like a week. And then I go like back to calling her I'll call her 5 times a day. So it just depends on it depends on what is going on in my life.
Well, that's like that Samantha Tolbert that I was going to do tonight. Her daughter had told me that about her and her mom. She said, when the law come to me looking for my mom as next of kin when her husband killed himself, she's like, I had to go back and look in my phone and see when the last time I talked to her was. I said, so you didn't talk to her every day? She says, well, sometimes I talk to her 10 times a day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might be a week or two.
Yeah, like sometimes my mom goes, "I'm not talking anymore." Like, I love you to pieces, but she's like, "I got things I gotta do," and because she's busy, she's golfing, she's living her life.
Right, but now like Hannah, when she goes to Michigan, like that first month or two, I'm not used to her being gone. I'm a single mom. She's with me all the time.
Right.
So when she's gone, I have like nothing to do. Nothing to do. So of course I'm so bored. I'm like calling her, "What you doing?" We laugh and cutting up. She's just in her bedroom though. I mean, you let your daughter come and spend the summer with you, and you let her just stay in her bedroom. Like, you don't try to interact with her. Like, y'all don't invite her out to watch a movie or.
Oh, I'm full
'Cause we
now. My
besties.
salad filled me up. That was good. See, if I could just eat salad 24/7, I would.
You can.
Yeah, I don't think my salad's particularly healthy though. Like I said, I put egg in it. I put spinach in it. I put egg in it. I put garbanzo beans. I put um cherry tomatoes in it. I put cheese in it. I put olives in it. I mean, I just put everything that's on the salad bar in it that I like.
And all that stuff's good for you.
And chicken, yeah. So I'm sure
I
it's good
mean,
for her.
even the beans, that's protein. Your eggs are protein.
Yep.
You know, unless you're like just using a half a bottle of dressing on it.
Nope. I'm not using. I'm not.
You
I'm using.
know,
I'm not
because
using a lot
usually
of
that's
dressing.
where your fat comes from is the dressing.
Yeah, I'm not using a lot of dressing on it. And it's basil and garlic. My dressing.
See, and that's a good dressing too.
Yep. It's been my new favorite thing. I'm addicted. I could be addicted to a lot worse though.
Yeah, just put some kind of protein in it, like Anna said, and then you'll be healthy.
Yep, I got chicken in it. I put shredded chicken in it, and I put egg in it, and then I put
And the
if I
beans, all of that's protein.
yep, and then I have spinach. So I think I'm doing good.
It's an ice cube down here too, Anna. Maul and Brandon and the black Brandon came by earlier, and they're like, "It's too cold in here." I said, "Well, y'all can leave. Like, I'm not turning the air off for y'all." I didn't ask y'all to visit.
I don't like being. I love being cold. Like I like it when it's cold and you can get bundled up, but I don't like it when it's so cold that you can't bundle up. Like that's when it gets like when it's miserable. But if, like when it's cold, I'm like I'm all for being in the cold.
Well, when Hannah moved out, she left me this white furry blanket, little throw blanket, and I'm all about my blankets. So my bed, look, I put sheets on it, but I never put a comforter on it. I don't put blankets on it. I have a throw blanket I sleep under.
Oh, you're such a good girl.
I have throw blankets, and that's what I use all the time. And if I and with Ryan being gone, like last winter, I barely even ran my heater. Like I only ran it when it got extremely cold. And I mean, it's got to get like 30 something for me to 40 something to turn the heater on.
I wish they would find that guy.
Yeah, I know. I
You know, it
I
like
know.
it's
I
scary.
couldn't
Like
imagine him being loose all night in my neighborhood.
no, that's what I was just gonna say. You know, like every time I hear a noise, like I would be like, every time I hear a noise, I'd be like, "Is that him?" You know, I would just be scared to go outside. Like I'd be scared to go in
Mm-hmm.
my garage. Like I would be scared to be walking from my car to my house. You know, because you like if he's gonna shoot like some like at random cars, then he's
I
gonna
mean, it was like he was pulling some real life GTA bullshit.
yeah.
So, Hannah, what happened was last night. Yeah, it was last night. Or yesterday evening. A guy on the side of Interstate 75 in London, Kentucky, which is the way you take all the way to your dad's house. You take 75 all the way to your dad's house in Michigan. So you went right past where this guy was. So at exit 49 in London, Kentucky, I guess he pulls his car over. We went that morning, bought him an AR-15 with 2,000 rounds of ammunition, and set up on the bank and started shooting at cars as they were going by.
That
Trying,
and that's like that's just scary because you're putting like on top of it being a active shooter, you're putting all those people lives that are in the cars, you know, you're putting all of those people that
and
could get in
yeah,
the
and if
car
you
accident.
hit the driver, say you hit the driver, and that car flips,
Yeah,
and all the children,
yeah,
um, it's oh my god, and then all these kids that keep calling in these prank school shootings and stuff. Hannah, do you realize that since that school shooting the other day, that there has been 300 children in Georgia that have been arrested or investigated from ages of 12 to 17 since
uh,
the school shooting?
wow, what's going on with the world right now? Seriously, like what is going on? Like it's scary.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, and it's only gonna get worse, y'all. It's only gonna get worse. I know it's terrifying to leave your house. I was watching a show earlier on YouTube, where I think it was on a law and crime, law and something. Anyway, it was this woman and her niece, and the woman had two children in the back seat. They were like 8 and 4 months, or 6 and 4 months, or something like that. And they were coming through town, and this guy got right up on her ass, and she brake checked him. Well, then at the red light, he comes up beside her on the passenger side, and the niece's windows roll down. She's like 17. Her windows roll down, and the woman screams at him and says, "Hey, I've got children in this vehicle." All right, baby, I love you. Call me tomorrow.
All right, good night, Anna.
But she's like, "Come on, dude, I've got kids in my car. Stay off my ass." And I guess the niece threw a cup of water at him, and it pissed him off. And as he was driving forward, they were turning right, or turning, I don't know, they were turning, and he was going straight. And as soon as he took off, he fired through the window that the niece was sitting in and struck the woman right in the center of the chest, killing her. The girl said that she had to jump over into her aunt's lap and stop the car because her aunt was unconscious and she
Wow,
was bleeding from her chest. Road
scary.
rage.
That's so scary.
Me and my
It's worrisome to like that everybody, it's not the people, it's not the gun that kills people, it's the person that has the gun, and the people in this day and age are just not, they're not, and I'm in there. Mental health is so something that is scary and everything else, but there, like I said the other day, there's no book on how to fix someone with mental health issues.
right.
Everybody says, well, everybody should get help, everybody says you should do this, you should do this. There's no one that is, that has the mental stability to go, okay, I'm going to go get help right now, and I'm going to walk in, and they're going to see me. No, first of all, they're going to look at you and go, well, we'll see you in you're going to make an appointment, and we'll see you in a month, and let us
hmm
know if anything
And those
changes.
people won't help right then.
No.
And if they are refused help, like my son, then he's just like, fuck it. They didn't want to help me. I went,
Yeah.
you know? Or
They don't
you
want
can
to, like
be
you said,
like, okay, so,
they're not willing to help you. They're not willing, unless you're already established and you have a patient established and everything else, there's not enough, no one's willing to step forward and say, I'm going to help you right now. No one is willing, and they all say, unless something happens, we can't do something for you. Well, that's insane to me. Unless something happens, so unless you go and do something wrong, you can't help me. But when I do something wrong, then you're
mhm.
going to blame me. Like,
So I worked a case um, after Kaylee went missing. We were still looking for her, but there was a young boy that went missing, another 17-year-old kid in the next town over from us. And me and Kaylee's mom, and we had a lot going on. We didn't have any leads on Kaylee's case at the moment. We were rocking on 6 months, and so we were helping out with other cases, helping do searches and stuff like that, because we didn't have anywhere to search. You know, we done searched everywhere we thought to search, and it was summertime. We wasn't smelling anything, so we really thought. I mean, we knew she got picked up, so we didn't know where she was at. So we started helping with
you don't
other
like
missing
lasagna
cases.
either. You don't. And Ginger's like, now she's eating lasagna. Do I like this or no? No, you don't like lasagna.
But we started working on a case in Douglasville, Georgia, for a 17-year-old boy named Uran Kathori. And Uran was a senior in high school, a straight A student, never had any problems before, but his parents were giving him a hard time because he was dropping, like not failing some of his classes, But, with some religions, they push their children to
Mm-hmm.
excel because they have to become doctors or lawyers.
Right.
And I think this is one of those cases. But also, Euron, he had something going on with him, and he didn't know how to describe it. And so they even seen it in his Google searches, like he was really searching, like the answer to whatever was bothering him. And had been talking to his mom and dad about it. And he told him, he said, I think I'm suffering with anxiety. And so they took him somewhere, and the person didn't take his insurance. And so the next day they took him somewhere else, and this company set them in the waiting room and told them that they would have to work him in. They sat there for 12 hours, at which they told them that they didn't take their insurance. They couldn't see him after all.
Wow.
So the next morning, he goes to the bank on his way to school, draws out $100. He goes to the mall, to Dillard's. He parks his car. And around any kind of malls or any type of that, you've got a lot of retention ponds. He decided he FaceTimed his friend and told his friend, which went to a different school from him, that he was about to kill himself.
Wow.
And it took us like 2 weeks to find him. But his parents every night would take a plate of food and put it in his car and leave the door unlocked in hopes that he would get hungry. They left him a pillow and blanket in case he come back cold. Left him a phone charger to charge his phone if it was dead. And do you know Dillard's had his car towed?
Wow.
And I'm like, why would you have a missing child's car towed when you know that his family's using that one car as a way of hoping to contact him, But they ended up hiring a private investigator, and the private investigator ended up calling the best friend and said, okay, when you were on FaceTime with him, I want you to tell me exactly what you were seeing. He said, well, I seen water. And he said, I seen a concrete structure. It was square, and it has holes in the side of it. And he said the whole bottom of it was covered in water. So it's one of those big concrete structures that's in retention ponds. He had climbed over in that, and I don't know how he did it, but that's where we found him. But honey, we had went through town. We had walked through sewer pipes and you name it. Well, I mean, you've been on those searches where you just don't know, and you're looking everywhere.
Yeah.
You're
looking underneath. You're looking underneath rocks. You're looking underneath everything because you just don't know.
And I mean, some of this terrain, like some of it with me, but having a broke ankle, I couldn't walk some of it. Some of it was so steep that I couldn't go down. Because my ankle just don't bend that way anymore. And so really steep inclines, I can't climb up or go down. And so I'd go down as far as I can, and whoever we would be out there searching for, searching with, we all had each other on Live 360. Because a lot of times it was just us women out there by ourselves,
Yeah.
And one of the girls that worked with me, she's like, her son, she's got teenage boys, and they would have a fit. Mom, do not go out there like that. And she's like, well, go with me. No, we don't get into that stuff. She's like, well, then stop bitching about me doing it. This is how I give back. but she says my kids hate it. She said they won't help me with it, and they don't want me to do it. But I mean, we sat there and we were like, this boy was like a clean freak. Like he was one of those boys that had to have his clothes crisp, and tidy, and he wore an all white shoe, and if it got dirty, he had to get new ones,
Yeah.
type of kid.
Right.
And to picture him going and offing himself inside a concrete structure where he had to walk through dirty water,
Did they end up finding him?
yeah, it took about 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
And he was fine?
Yeah. Yeah. He was
Wow.
gone.
Oh,
And it
what?
was the day after his mama had spent 12 hours at the doctor's office trying to get him seen.
They found him alive or dead?
Dead.
Oh, bummer.
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's no help. And there's no like everybody says that we need to get help for the mentally ill, but when you go in, they say, "Oh, we'll see you in 6 weeks," or "Here's medication," or "Here's this, here's
Right?
this, here's this." But they don't follow through. They don't. It's all up to you to do it. And if you're
Well,
mentally having problems, you can't follow through with that.
yep. When I first started having problems, I was so out of my mind. I was almost like a meth addict or crack addict. I couldn't stay focused
Right.
long enough to do anything. And then
That's what I'm saying.
COVID hit. And COVID threw me for a loop because here I am, a lung patient, and my doctor's words to me right in front of my daughter was, when the time comes, you will get it. Everybody's going to get it. And when the time comes that you get it, we're going to hope and pray that we have a life support machine that we can put you
Yeah.
in. She said, because you'll need it because of your breathing issues. And she says, we'll do everything we can. And it scared me. Like, I didn't go anywhere. I pick up my weed. But, I mean, my dude done started him a drive-through. To keep from touching people. But I sit at home and still got COVID twice.
I
And
got
never
COVID.
went anywhere.
I beat COVID for 4 years, and I obviously just got it recently. But and I was just looking back at lives yesterday because I was going through. I was trying. I got to put in my book what I've been doing and everything else, and then I go back on my lives kind of to see where I was. And it's only been 13 days since I've had COVID, and I feel like it's been a month. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, God, it feels like I should be better by now. But then it's like I've only been well or getting back well for the last week. I'm like,
And you're still tired, right?
I'm exhausted. Like I was sleeping earlier. Like I'm exhausted. I come home and I just like I don't have a life, which is partly the problem. But like I end up falling
Right.
asleep.
That's my problem. I don't have a life. But when I quit dope, that's what I chose. Because I gave everybody up. I gave everybody up.
Well,
I have very few friends now that I kept.
you have to do a life change that happened.
Yep.
Some you can go with some people, but you don't have to leave with them. Like it just.
I mean, I've got a couple that I still love dearly because we've been friends for years and years and years. But I can't go visit them because they still do dope. And I know when I walk in, it's going to be right there.
Yeah.
And I know they'll offer it to me because it's just habit, Because
Well, that's good. It's good that you're taking care of yourself.
You always want to share your bad habit with everybody else,
Yeah. Well, it's because you don't want to be you don't want to be the only one doing the bad habit. Like that misery loves company. It's the same thing with everything else.
Right. And I mean, I was that one person in the family that everybody said, no, not Sheila. She wouldn't do that. But look, when you take a person who is at their lowest and you let them meet someone who's on dope, it's a recipe for disaster. And I found out that I could do dope and I felt better. Like, I didn't think about all that negative stuff that was going on in my life. And it was just really
Right.
bad at the time. Like, really bad. And it got me, and I wasn't one of those that was strung out like a lot of these people where it's everyday thing, but it still had me. I still, on the weekends, I look for that fix. I was barely making it through the week, waiting for that weekend, and dragging my daughter right along with me. I mean, because I was going to my boyfriend's house, so she'd go too. And I think back and I'm like, what was I doing?
Right.
And so all of her friends, her and all her friends, they all flock to me. They look up to me because most of us were all of us moms were all friends and we were all doing the same thing. And I'm the only one that got clean. So now all the children, they still come to my house, because I'm the clean mom.
Your daughter should be proud of that, like that you made it through
Oh,
it.
she is. She is. She is. She hated the person I was. She absolutely hated me. And it took my mom to knock some sense back into me. It took me hearing those words, if you don't straighten your shit up, Hannah's coming to live with me. And I'm like, for once in my life, I'm like, oh my God, my mom just tried to take my kid. And that's all it wrote. Wasn't nobody taking my baby. Nope. This girl got clean and got some professional help to learn how to mend my family back together. And it took a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. And
See, I've always been lucky. I never, I've tried things here and there, but I've never, nothing ever got me. Like
hmm
I was always the one that could, because I was hyperactive, that nothing ever phased me. So I was always like,
hmm
because I just never, it never got me. But I know people
well,
that have.
see, I could walk away from it, but then I was always looking too, you know. So
Yeah,
I was kind of straddling that line of what I wanted to do, and I had more fun when I was doing dope, because everything's better when you're doing dope. The sex is amazing, you know, the partying is amazing, but
I did my stuff. I did. I don't. I did some stuff in college, but I never,
but
like I said, nothing ever stuck with me, and I was lucky that I just never cared about it. Never, 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 never.
and see, that's another thing that got me though, is I didn't have teenage years,
Yeah,
because I've had a baby since I was 18.
I've had a baby
And
since I was. I had a bit. My Daisy. I had her when I got pregnant with her at 21. So I never had the opportunity to like live my my
right.
20s. So I think that's what I mean, and that's why I say to this day, my daughter saved my life. Like you know,
Mm-hmm.
like if I hadn't had my daughter, if I hadn't gotten pregnant with my daughter when I did, there's no telling what I would have where I was headed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was young and
Yep.
dumb. I was young and dumb. It's not that I was gonna do anything stupid, but it was that I was young and dumb, and I thought
Well,
and back then it was not as um like I don't want to say it's not as it wasn't as scary because it's still as scary as ever, but it was more you could trust people. There was more of a
mm-hmm.
like your friends did it, so you did it with them or whatever. But
Right.
you never now it's there's so many things that people put in everything.
Oh
I
my
would
God.
I
Now
wouldn't
it's
touch it
not
with.
even drugs like what it was back in our day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole right now because I wouldn't trust anybody. Like,
Yes.
like I had a family friend that just passed away about 2 weeks ago. I just heard about it. That died from a fentanyl overdose. It's just like, and I had one a year ago, 2 years ago. Every single year I have one that passes away. And I'm just like, it only, you don't think about it until you're right then and there. And then you go, oh, I didn't even think about it. I would never touch anything, not even.
My my ex sister in law called me earlier and she's like, "Do you know anything about Michael Pierce being killed? How did he die? Or how did Michael Pierce die?" I said, "He got shot last week." And she says, I'm calling you.
Yeah,
She's
no,
like, "Who shot him?" I said, "Sean Lowry's in jail for it." I said, "He went in." I said, "It was a dope house. He went in mad as hell and grabbed a gun and was going to shoot Michael's son. And the bullet missed and hit the daddy
wow,
and killed him." Hey, same thing with my
scary.
first baby. My first baby's daddy, um, the one I lost, he his mom, him and his stepdad got in an argument and there was a door between them, closed. And him and his mom was on one side of the door. The husband was on the other side of the door and he had a shotgun and he shot through the door and was going to shoot through the door and hit John. He missed and hit his wife in the stomach, killed her.
Wow,
Um, I always just thought it was so weird because his name's James Keel.
wow.
Yeah. And I don't know how a son can go on living after that because I'm gonna tell you, my mama is my world. That is my best friend, my sidekick, my you know, she's the other half of me, you know what I'm saying? That's my mama. And if my mama took a bullet that was meant for me, this girl wouldn't be living no more.
Oh, I
I
guarantee
couldn't.
you. And
I couldn't.
my mom and dad, that they're my lifeline to the world. And if when something happens to them, it crushes me. Have it be medical, have it be a friend of theirs, have it be something. It just crushes me because I'm watching them go
Mm-hmm.
through it. And especially when my brother passed away, it was a lot. And and my parents mentally took a hit, and they're okay now, but it's still something they suffer with every single day. And
Mm-hmm.
I
How old
just
was he?
he was 31 years old, and he fell down the
Bless his
stairs.
heart.
He fell down. Oh no, he's 32. I'm sorry, he was 32 years old. And he fell down the stairs and hit his head. Um, and it was if you it's one of those.
Um,
It's one of those where you couldn't do it again if you tried. You know what I mean? Like
right.
a freak
Just
accident.
a freak accident.
Yeah, and I tried to kind of imitate it when I was there at his house, like when he passed away, to see what he could have done. And there's no rhyme or reason. Like there's
No.
just there like I other than me throwing myself down the stairs, and just kind of willy nilly trying to catch myself or whatever. There's no way it would not happen. And it
He just hit perfect. Just
yeah,
It was meant to be. That's crazy. It's crazy. That's like the cop that just got killed here in our town. We went to serve a warrant the other day, and the guy who's serving the warrant on, when they pulled up and was talking to him, he pulled a gun and shot himself in the head, and the bullet traveled through his head and through the cop's face.
Wow.
Because everybody's like, GBI killed him. And GBI come back and said, no, none of us fired a shot. It was one shot fired, and that was by the suspect. It was just a through and through, and it through the cop.
Wow. So
And they life
scary.
flighted him to Atlanta, and he lived for a couple of days. But I mean, it's like, who would ever think that, you know? I said, the guy didn't go out trying to be a cop killer, you know? He didn't want to go to jail. They said that they were there to do a search warrant because of child pornography. So he wasn't wanting to go to jail. He knew that's where he was going. But I don't think he wanted to die as a cop killer, you know? Because he just tried to end his own life. It just happened to end his and the cops.
Well, I think we should end this and we could go to Discord.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
All right.
All right.
Because
Catch you
all we're
soon.
doing is talking anyway.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye.